Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report. And I'm here with the head coach of Hofstra Volleyball, head coach Emily Mansur. Emily, how's it going today?
I am good. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm really excited to be talking to you about some Hofstra volleyball. So let's get into it. The Pride ended their regular season road schedule this past weekend in North Carolina, beautiful state of North Carolina, one of my favorite states in the country. Unfortunately, a pair of 3-0 defeats to the Elon Phoenix. Looking back on the weekend that was for Hofstra Volleyball, what can you say about the matches against Elon?
Yeah, absolutely. A very tough weekend for us. It's only the second time that we lose to the same team 2 times in a row and get swept. So that was very tough, especially at the part of the season that we are at. And we talk about with the team, we still think this team can do wonderful and great things. We just got to believe and go all out. And really find a way to get the coaching staff and the team to push back when teams come aggressive at us. So a tough week, and there is no question on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough being on a road conference match is always tough. Elon, they're one of the better teams of the conference, so it's always difficult. But these, they happen. Losses happen. You can't dwell on them. You got to move past them. Beatrice Alves, she had another solid week as your setter. I think it was 51 combined assists over 2 games. Someone so young in their collegiate volleyball career. What have you seen from Beatrice throughout the year?
Bia has been a wonderful surprise since she arrived here. As you said, she is a first-year player and is taking a big role in a big leadership position. So it is a lot of fun to see because there is so much more time for us to work with her and better her. But she came in and she's executing and she's producing and she's a wonderful human being. So I think the combination of this makes us really look forward to the future and be excited about the present, about the now. Because as you said, we do have 5 volleyball freshmen on the court at once. It is a lot. So that's why I want the team to trust that we still can do this. Because I think, as you said, those bad matches happens. But Bia is a big part to why the great matches also can happen.
Absolutely. My experience in volleyball, a good setter can make or break a team, can make or break a match. And to see Bia, performing so well in her first year at such a young age with so much other youth around her, it's exciting to see. And like you said, if she's good now, let's think, maybe down the line she can, next year, the year after that, it's going to be very exciting to see her athletic development moving forward.
Absolutely.
And you're coming off of the results against Elon, and you're closing out the home schedule, the regular season schedule rather, against JMU. How do you, as a head coach and as a staff, how do you, take what you learned from Elon from the previous results, good or bad, and then going into your next set of games? How do you manage the put the performance behind you, but also learning from the previous games?
Yeah, no, for sure in athletics, right? That's super important and a big challenge. Again, with our young team, just giving them the confidence that, hey, it happened. We get a chance to play against another top team on the conference and we can do better. And I think that's what we got to take for the weekend. There was nothing that we loved about the weekend, not what we wanted for sure, but we got a chance to do it again. And in a special weekend for our seniors with the 3 seniors that really have helped us. And it's really just look forward and look what's coming next week. Because we're going to take some chances this week and we're going to try some new stuff. We are in the tournament. We are going to 1,000 for the CAA next week. So this is our last weekend of trying anything.
That's a good way to think about it. Last games of the regular season can't hold anything back, especially at home, especially against as high caliber of an opponent as James Madison. And you mentioned your 3 seniors, Cheryl Matthew, Maddie Appleton, and Anna Martinovich. They're all going to be honored following the Sunday match against James Madison. They've been a part of your program for a number of years. What can you say about the contributions on and off the court that those 3 given to Hofstra and Hofstra volleyball.
Yeah, no, we are very thankful for them. I think besides any volleyball and on the court, all three of them have really helped regain our culture and just get our mindset to the right position again. And they play different roles on the volleyball court. They all have been very important, but I think the impact that they are leaving off the court, it's something that's going to stay with us for a long time. And they got to be proud of that. And I think as a coach, I cannot thank them enough for that. And now, of course, I want to see them doing the same thing on the volleyball court so I can say that next week.
Absolutely. It's one thing, you talk about their on-court performance and switches, helped elevate Hofstra athletically. But when you talk about their off the court, in the classroom, in the community, or just, around campus, like that kind of an impact that a player can have is, monumental. But when you have three important seniors as those three, having that effect on your culture, it can't be compared. It's uncomparable.
Oh, yes.
And your opponent this weekend, we've said a couple times already, is James Madison. They're at the top of the conference, although they're going to be unable to compete in the conference tournament. What can you say about James Madison? How does your team fare? Positives and negatives against the Dukes.
James Madison, it's always, since I started at Hofstra 8 years ago, a tough opponent to play against. They come in for business. They have very good athletes, so we know it's going to be a very good match. As you said, they are on the top of the conference. They don't get to go to the tournament, so we know they're going to be coming in trying to prove a point, and which we just got to match, and we got to go all out. And I think we have similar positions with a lot of strength, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see them competing against each other. And I have said the whole season, our team, it's a little switch that we got to really churn and stay, because we play great volleyball for little points. We just got to make that many more consistent points. And JMU is a very good team for us to do that before going into the CAA. They are coming in with very good middles, very good outsides, and we are ready to compete.
Yeah, I think everyone's looking forward to seeing a very good end of the season match on final regular season week of the year, especially Senior Day going to be on Sunday. Should be a great treat. It'll be this Saturday. It'll be this Saturday and Sunday at home for Hofstra volleyball against James Madison. Both matches can be viewed live on Flow Volleyball. Follow everything on Hofstra Volleyball and Hofstra Athletics at gohofstra.com. For head coach Emily Mansur, I am Nick Capitos, and we thank you for joining us for the WB Mason Coaches Report.